29th at the 93.7 The Ticket Studios at 1040 O Street. Parking available on 11th Street or in nearby garages.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
If you want all the latest technologies from those big banks, but you also want that hometown feel when you walk in the front doors, choose Midwest Bank. They have top-notch technology. They make banking so easy, and they also have the friendliest staff who will take their time to get to know you and treat you like family. You get the best of both worlds when you choose Midwest Bank. I live on the go, and now I can bank on the go. With Midwest Bank, I have everything I need at my fingertips. I'm volleyball player Allie Batenhorst, and at Midwest Bank, you'll love banking here.
If your car has sent you to the sidelines, Eustace Body Shop can help. With gold-class certified technicians, OEM parts, and free loaner cars, Eustace Body Shop is your best choice this Husker season. And with 6 locations across central and eastern Nebraska, we've got you covered, whether you're rooting at home or you're headed to Memorial Stadium. Get a free online quote at EustaceBodyShop.com, and let's get you back in the game.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Constructors Inc., a Nebco company, is now hiring heavy equipment mechanics to maintain fleet equipment and vehicle operations. Constructors offers mechanics a competitive salary, 4-day work weeks with overtime options, a $5,000 hiring bonus, a tool allowance, and great benefits. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. Apply today for their mechanic positions. Visit constructorslincoln.com. You can get diesel anywhere, but what about Atomic Diesel? That comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with Atomic Diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity. Brown Shoe Fit has all types of shoes for you to excel this fall. Check out their large variety of tennis shoes and dress shoes in brands like Brooks, Hoka, Merrell, On, and many more. Browns has the local professionals to get the proper fit, aided by their high-tech foot scanner by Atrex. Stop by Brown Shoe Fit today, just south of 66th and Q in Lincoln, or check out their options online at brownshoefitco.com.
Hi, it's Joel Norman, the voice of your Lincoln Stars hockey team. Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket every Tuesday night from 8 to 9 p.m. to hear the latest on the Stars with myself, head coach Rocky Russo, and special player guests.
Whether you're booking a trip to Lincoln for a football game or a volleyball weekend, the Scarlet Hotel at Innovation Campus is the place for you. The Scarlet Hotel is special on many levels, from the delicious Well and Good restaurant on the main floor to the coolest rooftop patio bar in Lincoln, the Barred Owl, on the top floor of the hotel with great views of the city and one of the coolest drink menus. Book your stay or book a staycation today at scarlethotelnebraska.com.
I'm Steve Carper, and I'm here to tell you that there's never been a better time to buy flooring. Whether you need carpet, wood flooring, ceramic tile, vinyl, area rugs, or custom blinds, you gotta come to O Street Carpet. With our 12-month interest-free financing, you can do one room or your whole house and leave your holiday budget intact. And with our huge in-stock selection, you can buy today and we'll install it right away. 1732 O Street. We want to make you a customer for life.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Welcome into The Drive with AD and Raff. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history. We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Tuesday. Looks like a little brisk day outside. Not too bad, not too windy. Summer's over, unfortunately.
Man, it is straight cold outside.
Let it go.
Yeah, this is brutal, man. It is straight cold outside. And the thing about it, man, we know this ain't nothing yet.
We've only just begun.
It is going to be a lot colder.
I walked over here from the parking garage, and I made I was thinking there's been we never get eased into it.
No, it's just
it's just hit like a freight train.
Yeah.
You never get eased into it where you have a couple of days with all right, we're going to give you 42-degree days. All right, we're going to give you a couple 40-degree days. And then we're going to give you maybe a 20-degree day sprinkled in there.
Right.
It's nothing. It's never like that. It's just, hey, it's 70 degrees and we're all golfing. And the very next day, have fun with 30 degrees.
We go 0 to 100.
Yeah, it's horrible. But then it feels like once the spring comes around, it always takes forever for it to actually get warm.
Yeah. Yep. It's definitely cold out there. You guys, I was looking at this. It has nothing to do with sports.
Oh no.
Was blown away. Was blown away by this number. It was the busiest TSA. It was busiest travel day in the history since they've kept count. Close to 3 million went through TSA.
Do you guys think it's
for Thanksgiving before?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, it was the right on Wednesday
the day before.
3 million.
Do you guys think that's because here we are 3 years removed from the pandemic? People are either comfortable, they're either flights aren't that expensive. I put that in. Maybe they are when around the holidays.
I think when you purchase it too is a big factor.
Yeah, I think so too.
But the people traveled on the roads. They said there were going to be over 50 million people on the roads. We were part of that. Just going out. You were part of that. Going even to Seward. They just count if you leave in your home to go someplace else. But I
hate to have that job.
What's that?
The guy sitting on the interstate having to count all the cars that drive by.
Oh,
that is not. This is the guy we let on the raid. This is who we let talk publicly.
Yeah, if I'm TSA though, man, I'm looking at the airports when it's after just like a regular travel day. Can you freaking imagine after the holiday?
Yeah.
And even here in DP story, man, they was on the tarmac in O'Hare for 2.5 hours, man. I thought my little 90 minutes in Tulsa was bad in Chicago a couple weeks back. But yeah, that is the day that besides going maybe just to the farm or staying home, I have no desire to hop on an airplane the day. But I wouldn't even want to go on Monday of the week of Thanksgiving. I just put no parts of traveling during that time. But I just thought that was the number I was seeing that number yesterday. I was like, man, that is, and they were showing the number of planes on that chart that were in the air. Yeah,
and that's crazy. When you look at the chart where just everybody's going places. Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's insane to think about.
It's crazy.
And a lot of it too is a lot of these airports are kind of understaffed too. So I can only imagine the strain that it was put on, the security and the people loading the bags in the airplanes. Oh my goodness. I bet they're dreading that. And even the pilots. A lot of times we don't have a pilot to fly tonight, So.
Yeah. Heck, when me and Jay were flying back from Denver, which feels like just like 2 weeks ago. Yeah. But it was a whole, 2 months ago, 2.5 months ago. Our plane got delayed for 3 hours because they didn't have a crew.
All hands on deck.
Yeah.
There was gonna be all hands. You didn't show.
Do you know how to fly?
Yeah. If you didn't show up for your shift,
I play Flight Simulator. I'm okay.
Yeah. If you didn't show up for your shift that day, you're fired. There was no questions about it.
That's crazy.
You guys, speaking of firings, there's a lot more. Like I said, there's a lot more firings going on. A lot of places to be for that need coaches. We got a great show for you this morning, folks. A of course, what as far as the Huskers, who's coming back, who's still undecided. We'll talk about the 9 o'clock hour, who we like to see come back. We got some NFL action. We've seen a game that was given turnovers like it was Christmas last night between the Bears and the Vikings. The Bears pull out a win over the Vikings in Minnesota.
It was the Bears' first win in 30 years where they haven't scored a touchdown.
Wow.
How about that? It was
Wow.
the first win for the Chicago Bears in 30 years in a game where they didn't score a touchdown.
Field goals for everyone.
Well,
Cairo Santos.
Well, I know our guy, John Goodwin, who has a show here on Sunday nights from 9 to 10, the Malone Community Center. I know he was happy being a Chicago diehard.
Yeah.
To see him get that win in last night. Also,
but are they happy?
Well, I think they would take a win over a loss.
But, I mean, are they playing for draft picks now?
They got it. They still have them because the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah.
Carolina Panthers are bad, so they'll be.
So they got
there.
they'll
be fine.
Win a couple.
Yeah, they'll be all right because the Panthers don't look like any sort of resuscitation is coming to them at 1-10.
Yeah, they're in trouble.
They are in bad trouble. And you know what? When we talk about that, Raff, I want to talk because Raff, you being a lot more expertise on the quarterback position, and I thought it was an interesting point. We talked about the Bears too. Just keep that in mind. Nick's going what?
Nick's mean. I don't even know why I deal with Nick.
Fields, and I want to talk about Stroud there as well.
Yep.
I just think it's
CJ Stroud.
Yeah, I think it's interesting to talk about those two and the dynamics of both of those organizations. They're both struggling like crazy with how that goes. Also, folks, we're going to get into later today the contract that Mike Elko signed. There's a lot to unpack there. A lot to just see.
I believe Mike Elko said he's going to be like Tom Osborne and give his bonus money to his assistant coaches.
Is that right?
Not happening.
Yeah. Hey, I mean,
could you imagine the Nebraska assistant football coaches if Coach Osborne would have got that kind of bonus money for winning a national championship?
Well, yeah, but I would also just the salary pool for assistants.
Yeah.
Don't say nothing yet. Don't say nothing yet.
I think Matt Rule had like around 8. Maybe
we're going to unpack the heck out of it.
Maybe.
I don't even know. It might be.
He certainly didn't have double digits.
No.
Actually, I think it was only like 7.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Crazy world we live in.
And that's what's I think so fascinating about the coaching carousel market. Every year is you see how much the value in the market has changed, and in this case, increased.
Yeah.
Mike Elko doubled his salary.
Yeah.
He just signed an extension just 3 months ago with Duke because they were worried about Northwestern hiring him away.
And check
and
this
now
out.
he doubles that salary.
And I'll say this later too, but A&M has to pay that $5 million to Duke.
Bingo.
And you know the thing?
A&M just throwing out money to everybody.
And they don't care.
They don't care.
They do not care.
They don't care.
All their worry is they want to be better than Texas, and they will do everything in their power.
And maybe that's the mentality to have. Like, don't care. I don't care about you make the right decision no matter what the financial cost is.
Well, when you have money like that too, I mean, like they have. I mean, the
crazy
12th man
money.
just gifted them a check for $160 million.
It's crazy money. It's crazy
$160 million.
Hey, Jimbo, this is all yours.
Yeah, it's just pretty much.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Folks, we'll be right back. We'll dive into the weekend recap of the NFL action, what took place there, and you know what? Some crazy predictions going into next week's games.
I love predictions.
So yeah, we'll see what happens when we come back. We'll discuss that. Fullback trap, the Bears, they got it done, baby. Your Bears got it done. We'll be right back, folks. It's The Drive, 9.7 The Ticket.
We're bringing heaven to Lincoln with a waffle unlike anything you've ever experienced. Heavenly Waffles combines an incredibly fluffy recipe packed with protein and a medley of angelic toppings. To elevate the experience beyond your typical waffle and syrup, take the opportunity to try out this divine creation and pair it with a coffee from the mill as we celebrate Heavenly Waffles Wednesday from 8 to 11 a.m. at the 93.7 The Ticket studio.
Enjoy some Heavenly Waffles this Wednesday, November 29th at the 93.7 The Ticket Studios at 1040 O Street. Parking available on 11th Street or in nearby garages.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Gray Diesel and Equipment Services is your go-to place in Lincoln for repairs and maintenance for diesel pickups to Class 8 over-the-road trucks and trailers, from bumper pole utility to full-size semi. Gray performs DOT inspections and are a service provider for fleet companies like ARI, Element Fleet, and FleetNet. They're a family-owned business in operation since 1952, and they keep a clean, friendly shop. Customer service is their top priority. Give Gray Diesel and Equipment Services a visit today, with easy access just off I-80 and North 56th Street.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Whether you're booking a trip to Lincoln for a football game or a volleyball weekend, the Scarlet Hotel at Innovation Campus is the place for you. The Scarlet Hotel is special on many levels, from the delicious Well and Good restaurant on the main floor to the coolest rooftop patio bar in Lincoln, the Barred Owl, on the top floor of the hotel with great views of the city and one of the coolest drink menus. Book your stay or book a staycation today at scarlethotelnebraska.com.
Problem gambling can destroy an individual's finances, relationships, physical, and mental health. If you or a loved one are struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
At Koppel Chevrolet GMC, we are thankful for so many things this year, starting with our great employees, a generous community, our military personnel, and most importantly, our loyal customer base that continues to drive that money-saving mile of Louisville. Hi, this is Sean Callahan, and on behalf of everybody at Koppel, we want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving and safe travels to wherever they may take you. Happy holidays from Koppel Chevrolet GMC.
Allo is turning 20 this year, and we plan to celebrate all year long. Since 2003, Allo has vowed to put customers first and deliver a drastically different experience. No matter where you live, work, or play, we believe you deserve an affordable, secure, and reliable connection. We're proud to have served our businesses and residents with seriously fast fiber optic service for 2 decades. Thank you for trusting Allo as your local internet, phone, and TV provider. Follow us on social media to know about the 20th anniversary celebrations in all our Allo communities.
This is Rick Heyman from Sartor Heyman Jewelers, inviting you to our new outlet jewelry store at 12th and O in downtown Lincoln. Amazingly, we still have fabulous items we bought 1 year ago and beyond. Well, you know what an outlet store is. Unbeatable prices throughout the store. Closeouts up to 70% off. Don't delay. When it's gone, it's gone. You won't see everything on our website, so you gotta come in. The Outlet by Sartor Heyman, where luxury and affordability meet. Opening November 25th in Lincoln at 12th and O.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top-shelf liquor to crowd-favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
Hi, it's Charlie Stone, and here with me is Andy Goodyear, General Manager of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I know the new Honda sales are going really good right now at Honda of Lincoln. And with that, a lot of fresh trade-ins are coming in. Can you tell our listeners about your pre-owned selection?
I'm happy to, Charlie. Like you said, with new Honda sales going very good, we have a lot of fresh trade-ins coming in daily. And not just Hondas. We have just about every maker model you can imagine, with over 100 pre-owned and certified pre-owned to choose from. and prices starting at just $5,900.
Wow. What about financing?
We have financing as low as 3.29% APR on certified Accords and CRV.
Thanks again, Andy. People love the selection and great service at Honda of Lincoln. Maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, expecting mainly sunny skies, be a little breezy at times with those winds out of the southwest. Otherwise, we'll see a high of around 47. Tonight, we'll see clear skies with an overnight low around 24. And tomorrow, mainly sunny skies do return. We'll see an afternoon high around 52. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Chris Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Tuesday. And AD, our studio looks amazing.
It does. And from all of us here at The Ticket, we'd like to give a huge shout out, a special thanks to Charlie Proper Interiors for making our 93.7 Ticket studio ready for the Christmas season. It definitely looks like it. Nick and Donovan, they came in and decorated. In fact, we were waiting after the show about a little after 10, and a little before 10, actually. These guys were already here thinking it's going to be a few things, but they came in and decorated the entire station for help with greenery, trees, lights, and more. Don't look anywhere else, folks, but the Charlie Proper Interiors online at charlieproper.design. Again, that's charlieproper.design. You definitely want to check that out.
Yeah, and then I wonder, is that a cardinal in the tree, or what is that?
It is.
Oh, Nick is probably going to bring his BB gun someday.
Well, I was saying, they're trying to make me and Austin mad. Me being a Cubs fan, obviously, NL Central rivalry, and then with Austin being a Royals fan, little I-70 series action there. So they tried. They think they're funny. The Cardinals have signed a couple pitchers in the free agency market. They signed Lance Lynn, and they signed I believe there was one more that I'm missing. Was it Sonny Gray? I can't remember. But as long as the Cubs get Shohei Ohtani,
everything changes.
Everything's going to be okay.
Awesome.
And by the way, guys, sidebar about that. Cubs are getting ready to offer propose an offer well north of $500 million for Shohei Ohtani.
$500 million.
Shohei.
It's happening.
Shohei to the south side.
Yeah, Shohei me to the door.
Shohei to the north side.
Shohei to the door. That is a lot of loot.
That?
And then I have got
well north of $500. Not $500. $500 million. well north of $500 million.
And then I have got a Stern question of the day today. Stern Company provides solutions for heavy equipment and automotive fuels, lubricants, and equipment guard options. You can call Roger at 1-800-477-2744, or you can visit them online at stern.co. Stern Company, where problems meet solvers. Okay, this just came out while we were at break. And my question of the day is this. You can choose up to 6 players for the NFL Hall of Fame. They unleashed their modern-day semi-finalist list this morning. I don't think I can name 6 players on this list to be in Hall of Fame. I'm sorry. I see the players that are being left out right now in the old days.
Mm-hmm.
You've got Eric Allen, Jared Allen, Willie Anderson, Tiki Barber, Anquan Bolden, Jari Evans, London Fletcher, Dwight Freeney, Antonio Gates, Eddie George, James Harrison, Rodney Harrison, Devin Hester, Torrey Holt, Andre Johnson, Robert Mathis, Julius Peppers, Steve Smith, Fred Taylor, Hines Ward, Ricky Waters, Reggie Wayne, Vince Wilfork, Patrick Willis, and Darren Woodson. I see maybe 3.
Really?
You only see 3 Hall of Famers?
You only see 3?
Yeah. Maybe 4.
I got like 7 or 8.
You do? I'm like Hall of Fame. I always thought Hall of Famers are like the upper echelon of the NFL.
You don't think Jared Allen was upper echelon?
Or Dwight Freeney?
Freeney was a freak.
Or Devin Hester?
I see Antonio Gates.
Yeah, Antonio Gates. There's 4 that we think.
Andre Johnson.
Yep.
Oh, Devin Hester.
Yep. No Dwight Freeney?
I'll go Dwight Freeney.
Okay. There's 4. Do you not think Patrick Willis?
No.
Wow.
Man. That's tough, Raff.
What's your criteria?
I guess I'm trying to match with what is the criteria for the, like, how do I explain this? So, like I saw last night, like Chuck Foreman. Was Chuck Foreman better than Eric Allen? Was Roger Craig better than Eric Allen? Was Roger Craig better than Jared Allen?
Well, there's the ones we all know. Mr. Foreman should be in there. That should have been done years ago. Roger Craig should have been done years ago.
I guess I'm scarred to the Hall of Fame now because I see these players.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely inaccurate. It's definitely they have no consistency whatsoever in the ballot.
That's the point I'm trying to make.
I look at a guy like Patrick Willis. He had 6 seasons where he had 100+ tackles out of his 8 years in the league. I think there's. I mean, when you were just rattling off the names quickly, I had like 8.
8. Yeah,
and there might even be more if
I'm
so
scarred to the Hall of Fame now where I hear names and the first thing I think is I compare, okay, Chuck Foreman's career to Roger Craig's career to this guy's career.
Yeah,
okay.
But that's not fair to do.
But I think it kind of is though, isn't it? Because
it's different times. Like completely different times.
When did that come out, Raff, this morning?
You have to play. You have to play football a little bit differently.
The NFL Hall of Fame thing on Twitter or X or whatever we call it.
Formerly known as Twitter or whatever.
I just think. I mean, did you say
Pete Ferguson? No, my criteria is not being a Bronco, Pete.
Did you say Reggie Wayne was on there?
Yeah, Reggie Wayne.
Man, like that's Maybe it's because I grew up watching these guys. Like maybe
I think that might be what it is.
That might be a significant part because like those were some dudes.
London Fletcher was a bad boy, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a bad boy for a lot of years.
But even then, sorry, Pete, I have to do this, but Carl Mecklenburg or London Fletcher?
Well, they're 2 different positions though.
Well, both played some linebacker in there. Yeah. Right? But I guess I don't know. I just kind of I feel like there's
the only one I'm kind of scratching me a little bit is Tiki Barber.
Mm-hmm.
I can think of a lot of other running backs. There's no disrespect. He's just not one that jumps out at me.
They're great.
He's got a Super Bowl.
All of them are really good players, but it's just like
Tiki doesn't really jump out to me.
I think back and I compare to, I don't know. I guess maybe it's my old age that's coming out where I'm like I compare to the both. I'm like no, I think I would take Roger Craig all day over Tiki Barber.
Oh, that's now what you just mentioned right there is exactly what I'm talking about. Their numbers don't even compare.
Yeah.
They don't even compare. That's not just my opinion. That's a fact. Numbers don't even compare. That's why a Chuck Foreman should be in there. A Roger Craig. Those 2 right there, to me, are the biggest misses, the 2 biggest atrocities when it comes to what is your criteria for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that's why I'm lost.
I seriously don't get that. I mean, think about this. Roger Craig's been done playing for how many years now?
Close to...
Wasn't he done in 1993? We're talking 30 years.
He's been done for like 25, 28 years.
30 years.
I think it's 30.
Chuck Foreman's been done for 40.
Because he was in the playoffs all 10 years.
Yeah, he went 83 to 93.
Yeah.
Chuck's been done for 40 years? 40 plus years. 40. It's kind of like... I see a guy... Again, this is not
just... what are you waiting for?
I just... The one that blows me away with all the ones you mentioned the most. There's someone kind of like... But with Tiki, I'm just like... Nah. There's some other guys I'd put there in a heartbeat. Ted, exactly. Rathman.
Yeah. I mean, if you're looking at fullback, you don't look at fullbacks. So that's I don't know. I just saw that list today, and I guess there was just no like names that really popped off the list to me. I mean, there's players that will be in the Hall of Fame. I get that, but there was just none that was like, oh yeah, definitely, 100%.
So sorry to interrupt you.
Antonio Gates, yes.
Just looking at statistics, and I was obviously not around when Roger Craig was playing, so you guys will have to help me out here.
Yeah,
he was every bit and then some.
So Tiki Barber had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of his 10 seasons where he rushed over 1,000 yards. His last 5 seasons, he rushed well for well over 1,000 yards.
Yep.
Roger Craig had 3,000-yard seasons in his now. And help me out. When I miss. I'm just comparing stats. I'm just reading statistics.
And receiving on there.
I was just gonna say, when you look at receiving,
obviously that's where Roger Craig did a lot. He had over close to 5,000 receiving yards in his career.
And then you also got to remember Roger Craig played his first 3.5, 4 years as a fullback.
But so what I'm saying though is with Tiki Barber, in his first 5 seasons from 97 to 01, he did not play more than 12 games. Or excuse me, he did not start in more than 12 games. And so then once he started starting in 15 of 16, 16 of 16, 14 of 16, he did not have a single season where he rushed for fewer than 1,200 rushing yards. And he had 55 touchdowns in his 10-year career as well. So in terms of just statistics, if that's what we're looking at, that's probably why Tiki Barber's on the list. Does he get in? Probably not.
Probably not.
But that's why he's on the list, is because he's a guy that rushed for over 10,000 yards practically in about 5.5 seasons, because he rushed for close to 1,500 in his last 5 years.
I see the list and I'm like, they're great players. Don't get me wrong, they're great players. But we have the text line coming in. You have like the Lester Hayeses, you have Hacksaw Jack Reynolds. You have these players that they're right up there. Like you could probably say like a Hacksaw Jack Reynolds would be, I don't know, like Jari Evans. That's a name to me. It doesn't really stick out as a Hall of Famer to me. I mean, I don't know. I think my oldness is, I'm not that old man on my lawn guy that are like, there's still old guys out there that should be in the Hall of Fame.
I think the main thing, Raff, to your point, regardless of our age, our generation, have some consistency. What's the criteria?
Yeah.
That is my main thing. What is the criteria for choosing a Hall of Famer?
Correct.
Not who was nice to you during the interview post game.
Yeah.
Not who that rubbed you the wrong way. What really? And as far as that goes, you look at even Heisman. Were you one of the most beneficial people to your team? Does your team succeed as much with or without you? Those are things I think you have to look at as well.
But then, here's the thing: is I think Jaden Daniels should be the Heisman winner this year. I think it's not even close.
You think over Penix?
I do. In a heartbeat, it's not even close for Jaden Daniels. The defense, though, is atrocious at LSU. That's nothing in Jaden Daniels' control. That is nothing. That is either leadership, that is either talent, or guys just not doing their job. They gave up, there was a stretch of games during the LSU season where every game they scored 45 points, but their defense gave up on average like 43 and a half, because they gave up 49 and then 55 in a game. That doesn't discount any of the statistics that the offense is putting up. Because if Nebraska did that, we'd be saying, hey, listen, it's the exact same conversation, just flipped that we had this year. Hey, it's not the defense that's the issue. What's going to be the deal with the offense going forward? When's Nebraska needs to get a quarterback? What they're saying down in Baton Rouge is they got to figure out a way to get this defense going.
Yeah, I think one thing that hurts him at LSU too is the lack of TV exposure. Because we've seen Penix quite a bit on TV.
Well, I think right now, I think that game will be the Heisman Trophy winner. I think Bo Nix or Penix. I think whoever wins that game ends up being the Heisman Trophy winner. Because I think right now, I think Bo Nix has jumped ahead.
I mean, here's the thing. Here's what's crazy. I mean, you're looking for Jaden Daniels, 4,000 yards, 40 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. He's got a 95.6 QBR, which is the best in the country.
What grade's he in? Can he come to Nebraska?
Senior. Trivia question. Where did Jaden Daniels transfer to LSU from?
Oh, yeah. He was.
Once again, there's going to be a day here, guys, where we go through the top 25 and see how many have transferred quarterbacks.
ACC, wasn't he?
He was not ACC.
No, he was.
It was a Pac-12 school. Now currently coached by Kenny Dillingham.
Yep, still don't know.
Kenny Dillingham replaced Herm Edwards at Arizona State.
Yes, I knew that.
Arizona State. Yes. That's where Jaden Daniels transferred from.
That's crazy.
Well, and I think it goes into your point that you brought up this morning too, Raff. When you bring in a legitimate quarterback, when you say trendsetter, we're not saying Hall of Famer, we're not saying the best ever, someone who can take your program to the next level. And we're just saying being relevant.
Yeah.
When we talked about that this morning, we'll go back in that in a bit, but that's a perfect example of someone who can literally take your program to get over that next hump.
Correct.
Big time. He had that capability to do it, and that's why LSU, with the exception of their defense, is that where they are. But their offense, man, was purring. That's for sure.
Dang, I'm looking at Bo Nix stats.
Yeah, they're pretty wild.
3,900 yards, 37 touchdowns, 2 picks.
Yeah.
91.1 QBR.
Yeah.
I think to make people sick to their stomach here, like Nebraska had a quarterback that had 6 interceptions in the first, 3 or 4 games.
And Nick, the way to be in the holiday season there, Nick. Just take the dagger and just.
I'm just saying, like that's what's so
frustrating.
Well, it's disappointing. Like, it pisses me off.
I can tell.
I mean, be careful, St. Louis Cardinal. You're about ready to get smacked.
Speaking of the Cardinal, though, and I've heard this a lot. This is really interesting. Husker Army says, a cardinal tree is the spirit of a loved one watching over you. True story. You know what? I caught those a lot after different passes in the family and things of that nature. But yeah, that's really cool. I appreciate that, Husker Army.
Hey, Ron says, but does Bo Nix have an Amigos deal?
Oh, hopefully he never does, because that didn't work out real well. Yeah, hopefully he never does.
Christmas.
Goodness. I'm going to tell you this, though, man.
Hey.
Bo Nix, that dude can sling the ball, but I still think if Penix plays a good game Saturday,
whoever wins gets Heisman.
No.
Whoever wins gets the Heisman.
It's also unfortunate
because they vote for it or they send in the vote. Are the votes in before the games on Saturday or after?
After.
Oh yeah. Whoever wins gets the Heisman.
But we have to go to break, unfortunately. I find it fascinating, the conversation around transfer portal quarterbacks. And it's applicable to Nebraska right now, obviously, for reasons we all know and acknowledge. But the amount that are bad or just not good at their first place go into greener pastures and light the world on fire.
Yeah,
Jan Daniels is one of them. Bo Nix is one of them. Michael Penix was good at Indiana, but
he had that one good year. Then he got injured.
Elevated his game since then. I mean, that's where you you look at Nebraska, like there's somewhere that Nebraska is going to have to be this team that
greener pastures
brings somebody in and allows them to elevate their game and everybody around them. But
Quan Finn,
hey,
we need something.
Yeah, there's a lot of people leaving Notre Dame too.
Yeah, there's a mass exodus.
Marcus Freeman,
USC.
Is there anybody left at Colorado?
So here's the
they're losing all the recruits. They're losing.
They've lost. Well, the one recruit said he's not. He says he's decommitted. He's still committed to, which that sends a mixed message. I'm not committed to Colorado anymore. Open him back up, but I'm still committed. It's going to be interesting what happens in Colorado. Heck, it's going to be interesting what happens here at Nebraska.
Oh yeah, it's going to get
every
wild.
School we got. I was surprised to see K-State's quarterback leave, which we'll hop on all that when we come back, though, because this thing is not even started yet.
They got to do freshman quarterback.
They do. And that guy, he's seen the handwriting on the wall.
Yeah.
He's seen it. Folks, we'll be right back. It's The Drive, 93.7 Ticket.
You can get diesel anywhere, but what about
Atomic Diesel?
That comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with
Atomic Diesel.
Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how
Atomic Diesel
and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity.
If your car has sent you to the sidelines, Eustace Body Shop can help. With gold-class certified technicians, OEM parts, and free loaner cars, Eustace Body Shop is your best choice this Husker season. And with 6 locations across central and eastern Nebraska, we've got you covered, whether you're rooting at home or you're headed to Memorial Stadium. Get a free online quote at EustaceBodyShop.com, and let's get you back in the game.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Belmont Chiropractic and Novotny Nutrition and Wellness specialize in getting rid of people's pain quickly and permanently. For 31 years, they've been extremely successful with advanced techniques in pain relief using spinal adjustments and decompression, detoxification, diet and lifestyle modification, and more. They are fully equipped to handle the most seasonal athlete, weekend warrior, car accidents, strains, sprains, and more. Is there anywhere you're experiencing pain on your body, or are you fighting decreased energy and depression? Consult Belmont Chiropractic and Novotny Nutrition and Wellness first at 402-476-8619. At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
This is Rick Heyman from Sartor Heyman Jewelers, inviting you to our new outlet jewelry store at 12th and O in downtown Lincoln. Amazingly, we still have fabulous items we bought 1 year ago and beyond. Well, you know what an outlet store is. Unbeatable prices throughout the store. Closeouts up to 70% off. Don't delay. When it's gone, it's gone. You won't see everything on our website, so you gotta come in. The Outlet by Sartor Heyman, where luxury and affordability meet. Opening November 25th in Lincoln at 12th and O.
Ooh, what a day. I could sure use an afternoon pick-me-up. Hold up. The new 93.7 The Ticket location has a milk, coffee, and tea inside? Oh yeah, this is a game changer.
Need an afternoon pick-me-up? How about a coffee or smoothie on your way to work? Stop by the Ticket Mill location on 1040 O Street to get your go-to drink or try out our new game day drinks exclusive to the Ticket Mill location. We know it'll make your day a million times better.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Experience the Landmark difference with the next level of dealer support. Landmark, your local John Deere dealer, continually works to have parts on hand the first time you walk in the door. Our internal route system means we can get the parts to you typically same or next day to keep you up and running. At Landmark, we understand time is money. Get more uptime with our after-hours parts and service support on the phone or in the field. Our sales, precision ag, parts, and service teams are ready to serve you this planning season. Stop by your local Landmark today to experience the Landmark difference.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
When it comes to tackling your fall projects, having the right equipment can make a huge difference. At Sunbelt Rentals, they have an extensive line of tools and equipment to help complete any job. From lawn and landscape equipment to hand tools, pressure washers, portable generators for you tailgaters, and much more. Sunbelt Rentals makes it easy to get what you need when you need it. Drop in to see the experts at 5450 Alvo Road in Lincoln, or visit sunbeltrentals.com today to learn how Sunbelt Rentals can make it happen for you.
Houses? They're expensive. And once you buy one, you're kind of stuck with it for a while. You need to make sure you get your best house for the best price. You need Ben Bleicher and his team of pros at Professional Realty Group. They'll take the time to figure out what's important for you in your dream home, and they have the expertise to find the hidden issues that could surprise you after the sale. That's professional knowledge, proactive service. We call that potential. Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Service Ambassador. Find more online at prg-ne.com.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric is the call I make when I have a need for plumbing services. Whether it's for my home or office, if I need a repair to a water heater, softener, or even my garbage disposal, I know I can count on Action to help. In one simple call, their amazing customer service team promptly schedules a service call, often getting to my needs within a day. Action delivers honest quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
At Southeast Community College, community is our middle name. Our continuing education classes offer personal interest, traffic safety and licensing, online learning, and adult education classes across Southeast Nebraska or online in your own home. Learn pottery or floral design, take a computer course, learn Spanish, how to start writing a book, or Air Fryer 101. See the full schedule of continuing education classes online at southeast.edu/continuing. SCC, your path to possible.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Tuesday. I don't know. There wasn't much that went on in history on this day. I could be wrong, though.
Is that right?
Hi, Jacko.
Jackaroo. Rolling down O.
Rolling down O Street.
Good to see you, Jack. Good to see you. Good morning to you, brother. Good morning to everybody out there in Lincoln, Nebraska this Tuesday morning. A little chilly, but the sun is out.
You know it's colder
like
now
this
that
time of day.
Jack don't have his window down and waving out the window.
No,
you know
it's
chilly.
chilly.
He's got that heated seat, heated steering wheel on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, there are some things in history. Let's kick it off.
All right. No punting.
Whoa.
No
Easy,
punting.
Easy.
No punting. No punting.
Are you done?
Feel like I'm at a Nebraska game.
Yeah, Nebraska, Iowa.
Now punting.
It's loading. It's loading. Just gotta give it a moment.
That's all right. While it's loading, folks.
Don't know much. Okay, here we go.
Now punting.
Don't know much about history. Don't know much of biology. Don't know much about a science book. Don't know much about the French I took. But I do know that I love you. And I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be. Another interesting morning on O Street, indeed, ladies and gentlemen.
Raff's Roadies, baby.
In Husker history.
Here we go.
Here we
The
go.
unveiling.
In Husker history, we got here, folks, in 2013.
What is happening?
With speculation heating up about Coach Bo Pelini's job security, Iowa gets its first win in Lincoln in 70 years, 38-17. Pelini says afterwards, if they want to fire me, go ahead. But athletic director Sean Eichhorst, if you two can stay focused, Sean Eichhorst instead issued a statement of support for his 6th year. That was different.
There you go.
That was different. A lot of speculation that was going on during that time for sure. And it's ironic it falls on Iowa, and that was their first time beating Lincoln in 7 years, in which we knew that he was not supporting Bo Pelini at that point. It was not support. There was already a trip being, I can't say planned, but a meeting that took place out in San Francisco with the name Mike Riley that I literally had to Google about, and I reached out to a former teammate of mine that was out on the West Coast that time. He goes, AD, good guy, 500 lifetime coach.
Does Oregon State bring him back?
Did they?
I know. Will they?
I don't know.
I'm hearing Bray.
It's Trent Bray.
I'm hearing Bray.
Oh, really?
Trent Bray, the former Husker linebackers coach.
Oh, yeah.
You'll remember, so after Mike got fired, Trent Bray was the interim head coach.
Yeah.
But he didn't coach the bowl game.
No.
So they hired, and it was like instantaneous that they brought Trent Bray back to Corvallis.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So then Bray has been there on Jonathan Smith's staff, and he's one of the few assistants that Smith isn't taking with him.
Well, I tell you what, if you guys seen on Twitter, them players are your boy. What's his name? How do you pronounce his name?
DJ Uiagalelei.
Uiagalelei did not have nice words to say at all.
Hey,
the receiver was pissed off. The running back was pissed off.
That's an A+ hire though for Michigan State.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is. And you know what? I will say this: he's in a whole different realm when he goes to Michigan State, obviously. And I, there's a part of me that doesn't blame him because, like I said, Oregon State's gonna be what in the Mountain West Conference. Basically, what it's going to be looking like.
Yeah.
And one that's going to be it looks like it could be potentially very shaky anyway the first couple of years, see what goes on there. So I don't blame him for taking that job. The only thing with them, I'd want a lot of stuff in writing at Michigan State. I'd want a lot of stuff in writing at Michigan State because he's got, oh, man, you obviously got the resources. You got everything you need. But, man, just that support and that background, I just don't know. Like I said, I would want a lot of things in writing as far as that goes.
Yeah. I mean, you're absolutely right. I got one for a year ago today. Maybe you were going to say this. Matt Rule gets introduced as Nebraska's
happy birthday.
Coach. Year ago today.
1 year
ago, we gathered in the Hawks training center.
Yeah.
I was just recovering from food poisoning from Mellow Mushroom in Iowa City.
Yeah, that's right.
And And we sat down and listened to Matt Rule say how he was going to fix Nebraska. And everybody said, yeah, you can tell he's the son of a preacher.
Anyway,
good day.
He won the press conference for sure. It shows you how quickly 365 days can go too, man. Yeah. This is something interesting too, which is, I think I can walk faster than this. First car race in America, 1895. America's first auto race organized by the Chicago Times-Herald, Chicago to Evanston and back.
Wow.
6 cars, 55 miles. Frank Duryea wins, averaging 7 miles per hour.
That's a big victory. That's a big victory.
Wow. First car race in America in 1895 on this day. You know it had to be cold, man. But he was going a very speedy, blazing 7 miles per hour. His ears were peeled back on that one, I'm sure.
Top down, felt the cool, brisk breeze.
It was crisp.
Maybe he was bald.
Got out of his car and walked for a few miles
next to the car. Yeah, next to the ride. Folks, we'll come back. Who's going? Who's staying? Who's undecided? How the Nebraska football roster will look here very quickly. And think about this, folks. The portal's not even open technically yet until December 4th. And there's already been a lot of sparks going. We'll be right back, folks. It's a drive. 93.7 ticket.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Belmont Chiropractic and Novotny Nutrition and Wellness specialize in getting rid of people's pain quickly and permanently. For 31 years, they've been extremely successful with advanced techniques in pain relief using spinal adjustments and decompression, detoxification, diet and lifestyle modification, and more. They are fully equipped to handle the most seasonal athlete, weekend warrior, car accidents, strains, sprains, and more. Is there anywhere you're experiencing pain on your body, or are you fighting decreased energy and depression? Consult Belmont Chiropractic and Novotny Nutrition and Wellness first at 402-476-8619.
The Southern Pecan Cake from Beatrice Bakery. They don't just let you call anything Southern, especially when it's baked right here in Nebraska. There are standards you have to meet, like a rich, decadent, moist caramel cake? Check. Bursting with too many large pecans to count? Check. Big enough to share with the whole group? Check. But delicious enough that you won't want to share? A big check on that one. The Southern Pecan Cake, the newest cake to the Beatrice Bakery lineup. Try it for yourself at Beatrice Bakery. Online at BeatriceBakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
Vershawn Jackson for Brandt Excavating. Brandt's been in business for 29 years, and they specialize in a variety of things. If you're looking for someone to get the job done in precision demolition, excavating, trucking, mass grading, and site prep, Brandt is the place to call. To set up a quote or learn more, call Brandt Excavating at 402-474-4113 or go to BrandtExcavating.com. They're also hiring, so join the team today. Brandt Excavating, a part of the Bauer brand, who reminds you, go big Brandt.
Whether you're booking a trip to Lincoln for a football game or a volleyball weekend, the Scarlet Hotel at Innovation Campus is the place for you. The Scarlet Hotel is special on many levels, from the delicious Well and Good restaurant on the main floor to the coolest rooftop patio bar in Lincoln, the Barred Owl, on the top floor of the hotel with great views of the city and one of the coolest drink menus. Book your stay or book a staycation today at scarlethotelnebraska.com.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Hi, it's Charlie Stone, and here with me is Andy Goodyear, General Manager of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I know the new Honda sales are going really good right now at Honda of Lincoln. And with that, a lot of fresh trade-ins are coming in. Can you tell our listeners about your pre-owned selection?
I'm happy to, Charlie. Like you said, with new Honda sales going very good, we have a lot of fresh trade-ins coming in daily. And not just Hondas. We have just about every maker model you can imagine, with over 100 pre-owned and certified pre-owned to choose from, and prices starting at just $5,900.
Wow, what about financing?
We have financing as low as 3.29% APR on certified Accords and CRV.
Thanks again, Andy. People love the selection and great service at Honda of Lincoln. Maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Don't miss the most innovative ag technology that exists today on display in Lincoln at the Nebraska Ag Expo, the second largest indoor ag show in the U.S. December 5th, 6th, and 7th. Check out all the latest technology in row crop and livestock production, robotics, and more at the expanded Innovation Hub. Mark your calendar. That's December 5th, 6th, and 7th. Register online at NebraskaAgExpo.com to get your tickets in advance and save $5. See you in Lincoln. The Nebraska Ag Expo is sponsored in part by Farm Credit Services of America and Ag Direct.
If your home isn't delivering the year-round comfort you expect, call the experts at Bryant. Warm and cool, comfort and confidence. Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating. Call 467-1111.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. And Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, expecting mainly sunny skies, be a little breezy at times, those winds out of the southwest. Otherwise, we'll see a high of around 47. Tonight, we'll see clear skies with an overnight low around 24. And tomorrow, mainly sunny skies do return. We'll see an afternoon high around 52. I'm meteorologist Kyle Klecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome into The Drive with AD and Raff. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Tuesday. I was just thinking to myself last night, I miss the days of old college football when coaches stayed at their school for several years. Players stayed at their school the entire time. Those were the good old days.
You know what, you guys?
But now we're in the wild, wild west.
You know what, Raff, really is? You think about this. I can literally see us, fellas, sitting in the old studio and just wondering what's all going to entail with the portal. And the landscape of college football is, I mean, it's nuts right now. I mean, like you said, who's on your squad right now? Who's on your squad? Think about this. Today's Tuesday. There were guys on your squad, even one if you played Saturday, there were people on your squad 48 hours ago that are gone, that are literally gone. So it's that the whole day and age of, like you mentioned, Ralph, of coaches staying in place and players staying in place, which hits because the coaches have been doing this for a long time anyway, a lot longer than players. It's hard for me to be upset with players who want to transfer a better opportunity as well.
Yeah, no, you can. I mean, I look at it. You can't hate against it, but I mean, I miss the old days where
stability.
Because back in the day, the coaches weren't moving as much back, 20, 25 years ago, but it's just gotten.
What's that?
Sorry, I'm reading the I was reading the Twitter. I wanted to see if we'd get somebody go into the transfer portal while we were doing this segment or whatever, but now it's just breaking news that wow. Yeah,
what?
The transfer money. I don't know. I was just reading that they're offering like upwards of like $5 million for quarterbacks to change teams and stuff like that. A little bit of tampering going on, but hey, that's.
Well, here's
5 million racks.
Here's the list of quarterbacks, because I'm doing a little bit of a project that I told AD about. So here's the list of quarterbacks that are leaving Power 5 schools, right? Max Johnson at A&M, Nate Johnson at Utah, Will Howard and Jake Rubley from Kansas State, maybe Rubley, Caton Hauser and Sam Levitt from Michigan State, Will Rogers from Mississippi State, Blake Shapen from Baylor, Hank Bachmeier from Louisiana Tech. You'll remember Bachmeier transferred to La Tech from Boise previously. And then Brendan Sorsby at Indiana, Tyler Van Dyke at Miami, and A.J. Swan from Vanderbilt. So, and if I missed any, feel free to let me know, because I tried to catch up as much as I could.
There's so many of them, bro. There's so many of them. That portal is just going to be absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Well, Nebraska, like I said, it was good to hear Ty Robinson stand, and we haven't heard, has Nash made an announcement yet? Because according to Ty Robinson, essentially confirmed that D. Lyman Nash is staying.
Well, yeah, I was just say he kind of did it.
There's nothing official
unconventionally. There's nothing official, but that is, I mean,
that's the word right now.
The
unofficial
word.
word.
Yes.
Unofficial word. Several other notable Huskers have got some big decisions to make. Isaac Gifford is one of those guys. You got John Bullock, who's one of those guys. Blaze Gunnerson. They all walked on senior day Saturday, but they have the option to return next season. Do you think any of those three guys come back?
Okay, I'm sorry. Can you repeat
Isaac
them?
Gifford, John Bullock, and Blaze Gunnerson. Gifford, Bullock, and Gunnerson.
Gifford, no. Bullock, no. No, I do not.
You don't think any of them will?
I do not think so.
What about you, Raff?
I think Gifford comes back. I think Gifford and Bullock come back. I think Gifford and Bullock come back. Gunnerson leaves.
Okay. Let me ask you guys this, man. Let's look at the same thing that happened with Nash Hutchmatch. Let's Nash, Polar Bear. Does coming back again, does it help him? Because think about a gentleman that left last year. His name's always
Carter Nelson.
Carter Nelson. He's not even playing football right now.
No, not Carter.
No, it's not Carter Nelson. It's Garrett Nelson. Not Carter Nelson. Garrett Nelson. Carter Nelson's not here yet.
Not here yet.
Yeah, he's like, I'm staying back at Atkinson, Albion, wherever. But you look at Garrett Nelson, he's not even on the roster right now, y'all.
Yeah.
He's not even on the roster. Being here, now I get it. There's all sorts of different things. And I think DP and DP and Foreman did a good job kind of breaking that down, talking about it yesterday. And some guys think they should, some guys think they shouldn't. They take an opportunity, they think the opportunity's there. He is one that should have stayed. I honestly feel that Nash would benefit from another year.
Well, here's another thing that's going to play into this: the NIL money.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because if Nash, I think should stay another year. The only reason that I really think that he should stay another year for him, for NFL prospect wise, is his name really hasn't been brought up a ton. Like, yes, we know him here in Nebraska because we watch him play every Saturday, but
you're saying on the national scale.
Throughout the national standpoint, you probably don't, but you give him another year, and this is going to be huge too. Like, I know a lot of people are talking about, Tony White interviewing at San Diego State.
Yep.
And what happens with Tony White? Because sometimes when a defense coordinator, say Tony White gets that head coaching job at wherever he applies,
or wherever
he gets.
Yeah.
Sometimes a coach takes his coaching staff, some of his coaching staff with him, because they've formed such a bond over the season. So I look at this like this: if Tony White goes elsewhere, congratulations. I hope it's a job that like Coach Rule said, that it's a good job for you. It fits all your pieces. But when that happens, that's when Nebraska and Coach Rule are really going to have to be like, hey, Terrence Knighton, we want you to be at Nebraska. We've got to make sure that we retain some of that. And I think key is to really retain Terrence Knighton, because what he's done with that defensive line.
Because he's a former Bronco.
Yeah, that's fine too. But what Terrence Knighton did with that defensive line this year, I thought was really good, because going into the season, we thought the defensive line was going to be one of the weaknesses.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Everybody was like,
what's that again?
I don't think we thought of it as a weakness.
A lot of people are like, oh, we're so young. The defensive line.
Who though? Because like you had Ty Robinson and Nash back on the defensive line. Like I think there were some people that felt pretty good, and you also knew like Cam Lenhart was going to play a role.
Freshman,
maybe not to the extent, right? But like to say that they weren't going to be good, I don't know. I mean,
you saw Nash take a major step, because Nash was not the player he is now than what he was last year.
I think we're going to learn a lot next year about how good this staff is. Yeah, I think we're going to learn a lot next year about how good this staff is, because number one, what are you going to do for the year 1 to year 2 jump? Number two, when you have to replace an entire room of linebackers, of experienced linebackers. Luke Reimer, gone. Nick Heinrich, gone. John Bullock, gone. When you have to replace those 3 guys, when you have to replace an NFL DB in Quentin Newsome, there's a lot of pieces that Nebraska is going to have to replace next year. How does this defense continue to step up and elevate themselves?
Well, I think a big piece of this is going to be what happens with Coach White. You know, that's going to be a huge part. I think the stability of this team. The Texas Casanova, good morning, says, I think if your only film to showcase your ability is practice highlights 7-on-7, then you're not ready to enter. You'll be left with no team, get some game highlights. I agree. You got to get some, in rep to your point. I think Polar Bear, it would do him well to stay another year to get some of that on film.
Well, you saw the step that he made this year, and just you give him another year. And I know Terrence Knighton played for the Denver Broncos, but Terrence Knighton's a really, really good defensive coach. And just what we have here with just what he can teach these defensive linemen, I think Nebraska becomes one of those spots, if Terrence Knighton is still at Nebraska coaching defensive line, where you're going to see a lot of these top defensive linemen recruits want to come to Nebraska just to get his tutelage.
Unknown Texture 1000, you're right, man. None of us are. The ticket is on my squad. I don't think if you're jumping the portal, are you? No portal jump.
No portal for me. I'm too old.
Yeah, we're going to definitely read some more of these. Lisa's dad says, the D-line had an excitement about everyone thought they would be behind the LBs and DBs. Yeah, that D-line, man, played a heck of a year this year. And like I said, I think a lot of that, it's going to depend on what Coach White decides to do. So we'll come back to the ones that are undecided as well. When we come back, folks, it's The Drive, 9.7 a ticket.
Your business runs like a well-oiled machine. It's important that your actual machines do too. Stern is here to make sure you don't have to worry about that. They provide solutions for heavy equipment and automotive fuels, lubricants, and equipment guard options. And with Stern's commitment to customer service for the past 40 years, you know you have a partner to help support your operations for years to come. Contact Roger at Stern Company by calling 1-800-477-2744 or visit them online at stern.co. Stern Company, where problems meet solvers.
Hey guys, Jake Sorensen here from Early Break. The garage door at our house has been needing replacement for a couple years, and a few months ago, we finally did something about it. Steve's Garage Doors and Services was great through the whole process in providing options and also going to the next level to get a door that was approved by our HOA. And best of all, the removal of the old door and installation of the new door was done smoothly with no issues. Call Steve's Garage Doors and Services today at 402-480-2840.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, expecting mainly sunny skies, be a little breezy at times with those winds down to the southwest. Otherwise, we'll see a high of around 47. Tonight, we'll see clear skies with an overnight low around 24. And tomorrow, mainly sunny skies to return. We'll see an afternoon high around 52. I'm meteorologist Kyle Klecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Gary with Gary Michaels Clothiers Lincoln. I'm here to tell you about our custom shirt program. When you come into the store, we measure your chest, mid-waist, and sleeve length. Enter the measurements in an app, and we create your data fit size. You then try on one of our 99 data fit shirts for the proper fit. After that, pick out the fabric, collar, cuff, placket, and in roughly 2 weeks, your shirts are delivered at the same cost of buying off the rack. And by the way, the neck fits too. Gary Michaels Custom Shirts at 56th and Pine Lake Road, Lincoln.
Hi, it's Charlie Stone, and here with me is Andy Goodyear, General Manager of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I know the new Honda sales are going really good right now at Honda of Lincoln, and with that, a lot of fresh trade-ins are coming in. Can you tell our listeners about your pre-owned selection?
I'm happy to, Charlie. Like you said, with new Honda sales going very good, we have a lot of fresh trade-ins coming in daily, and not just Hondas. We have just about every maker model you can imagine, with over 100 pre-owned and certified pre-owned to choose from, and prices starting at just $5,900.
Wow, what about financing?
We have financing as low as 3.29% APR on certified Accords and CRV.
Thanks again, Andy. People love the selection and great service at Honda of Lincoln. Maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Experience flexibility like never before with Ace Rent-to-Own. Whether you're decorating a new home or upgrading your electronics, they provide easy payment plan options that suit your budget. No credit checks, no hefty interest rates, just straightforward renting solutions designed with you in mind. Find great options to make a beautifully furnished space or surround yourself with the latest gadgets. With Ace Rent-to-Own, it's all within your grasp. Visit acerentoown.com and bring home more than just a product. Bring home a lifestyle.
Hey, it's Jake Sorensen. Join me, Sip, and Coach Bush for early break this Friday, December 1st at Madsen's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge. Call today to reserve your free lane for free bowling at 402-467-3249. And if you don't bowl, still enjoy free coffee and donuts. That's this Friday for the 60th anniversary of Madsen's Bowling and Billiards. Early break from 6 to 8 on location.
Allo is turning 20 this year, and we plan to celebrate all year long. Since 2003, Allo has vowed to put customers first and deliver a drastically different experience. No matter where you live, work, or play, we believe you deserve an affordable, secure, and reliable connection. We're proud to have served our businesses and residents with seriously fast fiber optic service for 2 decades. Thank you for trusting Allo as your local internet, phone, and TV provider. Follow us on social media to know about the 20th anniversary celebrations in all our Allo communities.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with 4 Lincoln locations, but now 5 Lincoln locations. That's 25% more locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? Feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11, located right alongside the 93.7 The Ticket Studios at 1040 O Street.
At Coppell Chevrolet GMC, we are thankful for so many things this year, starting with our great employees, a generous community, our military personnel, and most importantly, our loyal customer base that continues to drive that money-saving mile of Louisville. Hi, this is Sean Callahan, and on behalf of everybody at Coppell, we want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving and safe travels to wherever they may take you. Happy holidays from Coppell Chevrolet GMC.
If your home isn't delivering the year-round comfort you expect, call the experts at Bryant. Warm and cool, comfort and confidence. Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating. Call 467-1111.
Don't miss the most innovative ag technology that exists today on display in Lincoln at the Nebraska Ag Expo, the second largest indoor ag show in the U.S. December 5th, 6th, and 7th. Check out all the latest technology in row crop and livestock production, robotics, and more at the expanded Innovation Hub. Mark your calendar. That's December 5th, 6th, and 7th. Register online at nebraskaagexpo.com to get your tickets in advance and save $5. See you in Lincoln. The Nebraska Ag Expo is sponsored in part by Farm Credit Services of America and Ag Direct.
We're bringing heaven to Lincoln with a waffle unlike anything you've ever experienced. Heavenly Waffles combines an incredibly fluffy recipe packed with protein and a medley of angelic toppings. To elevate the experience beyond your typical waffle and syrup, take the opportunity to try out this divine creation and pair it with a coffee from the mill as we celebrate Heavenly Waffles Wednesday from 8 to 11 a.m. at the 93.7 The Ticket Studio.
Enjoy some Heavenly Waffles this Wednesday, November 29th at the 93.7 The Ticket Studios at 1040 O Street. Parking available on 11th Street or in nearby garages.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Experience the Landmark difference with the next level of dealer support. Landmark, your local John Deere dealer, continually works to have parts on hand the first time you walk in the door. Our internal route system means we can get the parts to you typically same or next day to keep you up and running. At Landmark, we understand time is money. Get more uptime with our after-hours parts and service support on the phone or in the field. Our sales, precision ag, parts, and service teams are ready to serve you this planting season. Stop by your local Landmark today to experience the Landmark difference.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. This segment is proudly sponsored by Florial's Italian Restaurant and Grill, just south of Lincoln Southwest High School on 14th and Pine Lake Road. Florial's Italian Restaurant provides a cozy, family-friendly setting where good food and good company come together. Whether it's a family dinner, a date night, or a catch-up with old friends, Florial's is the perfect place to make special memories. All you have to do is visit florialsne.com or call 402-423-5576 to make reservations or place takeout orders. And before we start again, I just saw this on X or Twitter or whatever they call it. The Pro Football Talk rankings are out for this week. This is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
At number 1, you got the Eagles.
You see number who 2 was, though?
49ers.
Okay, the Atlanta Cats. Go ahead.
2 at 49ers. 3 at the Ravens. 4 at the Chiefs. 5 Dolphins. 6 Jaguars. Now brace yourselves for 7 through 10. This is good stuff here. Number 7, Pete's Dallas Cowboys. Number 8, Nick's Detroit Lions.
Woo!
Number 9, AD's Pittsburgh Steelers. And rounding out the top 10.
All right, so it got faulty.
The Denver Football Broncos.
Why do you sing it?
Because I get excited. So Denver went from number 32 up to number 10. To stay in the hunt, Denver. Stay in the hunt.
You know, we talked about some of the guys who were questioning if they were going to come back or not. Here are the guys that are very notable. We'll see what happens. So just notable also was Ben Scott.
Yeah.
You think Ben Scott comes back? Because he didn't walk.
Yeah, but he's coming back.
He chose not to walk, which I think is huge. You know why I think that's huge? Because you didn't hear nothing about him. You know what that meant? He was getting the ball where it was supposed to be.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Nobody talked about him.
Exactly.
Yep.
Bryce Benhart, Bushini, Jamari Butler, Ramir Johnson, IGC, and Turner Cochran. Those guys did not walk on Friday. Doesn't mean they're coming back, but they did not walk. Does that mean anything, guys, because they didn't walk? Or they just didn't feel like walking? Maybe mom and dad weren't there. Maybe there's a number of reasons.
Yeah.
Do you think those guys are sending a point or making a statement by not walking and saying, I'm not done here yet?
I think the point of I'm not done here yet.
I think it's tough to tell. I mean, like, here's the thing. Ramir and IGC specifically, they're going to have some decisions to make because, and frankly, Turner Corcoran, because they've dealt with injuries. They've been banged up. Ramir, obviously, I mean, it's that cliche reference of like, you're in your mid-20s at this point. Like, do you want to continue playing college football? Being realistic about it all as well, guys. Draft value goes down when you get to your mid-20s.
True.
Because teams don't want to take you with
depending on position.
Depending on position, right? Guys, but like Ramir Johnson doesn't have a whole lot of wear on his wheels, but like it's still the age factor. So that's not me saying, but then also Nebraska's got to make a decision in terms of their program. Like, are they ready to commit to another guy for one more year?
Yep.
Or do they want to say, hey, we need to part ways and we have to continue building our program?
That's where I
guys?
think that's where we're going to see some guys enter the transfer portal that we are not expecting. And I know at the time, Nebraska fans might be like, I cannot believe he's entered the transfer portal, when it might actually be a conversation with Coach Rule.
Boom. Because Raff, to your point, Coach Rule mentioned he's having one-on-one meetings with players this week. So some guys that we just mentioned may not necessarily want to hit the portal, but it's like moving forward, and particularly your older guys who have been riddled with injuries to where you've got some more in the cupboard.
Yep.
And that's just that's the new landscape of college football, though, because a lot of us were talking about some of the players that went the portal last year. I'm not going to say any names. We know they were asked not to come back.
Yeah.
They were asked not to. So we're going to see, and that happens not just in Nebraska. That happens at every college with this NIL.
But that's what I just say,
portal.
you know, if you see something pop up and you're like, oh my goodness, I cannot believe he's leaving, you know, you might want to take a step back from the situation and be like, well, maybe it wasn't his decision.
Right.
You never know. You don't know what's going on, you know, behind closed doors, so to say.
Well, and some of these you got to keep in mind too, though. With some of these guys you may see who leave that you might be surprised. I don't know the ins and outs of each one of these kids that potentially may have NIL deals. We don't know what that contract states. We don't know if that's a 1-year renewable thing or not. You don't know what those factors are. In fact, it's pretty hush-hush. And people are they guesstimate, if you would, on how much a player is making. We really don't know those numbers. So there's a lot of factors that go into that.
You guys want to know something here?
Yes, sir.
So this got broke just a little bit ago. Washington State quarterback Cameron Ward has received over 10 $1 million offers to transfer schools. He finished 4th in total passing in all of college football, and it has been confirmed that the following schools are interested: Miami, Ohio State, Texas A&M, Washington, Auburn. Once again, $1 million core offers. Washington State obviously going to probably be going to the Mountain West, you know. So I mean, that's what's interesting for like a guy like DJ Uyunglele. Like that's what's interesting about it is those guys got time to, you know, still got time available.
Make some decisions,
right? Like they have to figure out what they want to do. And big money people are going to come in and be like, hey, let's play in a power conference where it means something. Oregon State guys, you lost your coach. Washington State, you're about to play in a nothing conference. Come play where it matters.
Decision.
Come play with the big lights.
Decision.
When I heard that $1 million, I think it makes me think of that movie SWAT with LL Cool J. $100 million. He's getting escorted to prison, and it's just the money out there is just. And you think about this, you guys. Now, obviously, this is relatively speaking. That ain't even a lot.
Yeah.
Compared to what you think about it, compared to what some of that money's out there. Yeah. Now, it's a lot of money. Don't get me wrong, but some of those guys will snag $2 to $3 million deals, depending on who they are.
Yeah.
They'll snag $2 to $3 million deals.
And then it's got to be, then there's going to have to come to a point where what's Nebraska going to come to the table with? You know, it's like, what is the commitment level? You know, what are you going for?
It goes back for me, guys. And like, I'm not a fan of this. Okay. I want to make this very clear. Like when I say this stuff, I'm a fan of them getting paid, right? I feel like we always have to put that disclaimer out there. Like I'm a fan of them making money, but here's the thing. Nebraska, and Matt Rule said it a couple weeks ago, like, you can't spend in the middle of the road and expect to win championships. And at the time, he meant that for a coach, but same kind of philosophy and idea can be talked about when you're looking at the transfer portal. Matt Rule doesn't want to go out and spend a ton of money on transfer portal guys. He'd rather do it and invest in high school players. But you also, unfortunately, ended the game or ended the season on a 4-game losing streak. Like, you need to figure out a way to get wins, and you need to figure out a way to stabilize the ship, and bringing in a true freshman and having him start next year, I'm not sure is the way to do it.
Yeah.
So
Big Bird says good morning to you, Big Bird. The only things I remember about talking about Ben Scott was a few personal fouls for being a little too aggressive. Jurgens had that issue as well. Sarcasm fun. Yeah. You know, Ben Scott is, like I said, man, he has been a great find, especially you think about as far as this guy was trying to get the ball to 3 different quarterbacks, different nuances, different ways. I mean, so like I said, I'm glad to see him coming back. And then Texas Casanova, good morning to you, my man. It's a valid point that you bring up there. He goes, basically what you're saying is, you know, I hate to say, but why do you need some of those players back? You know?
And those would be the conversations that I'm sure they've had.
Yeah. He goes, they've been consistent 4 or 5 winning kids, but they play with heart. Maybe it's best to part ways and start young. You know what? It's going to be interesting to see what happens, TC. Texas Casanova is going to be interesting to see what happens because some of those guys, and even names that aren't on here, we won't see on the roster. Yeah. I mean, it's for a number of reasons. And you know what? Here's one thing, too. Some of these kids are going to see the handwriting on the wall and think, you know what? I want to play football. Yep. And it ain't going to be at Nebraska, which is beneficial to some of those D2, D3 schools, not only here in the state, but surrounding areas. So there's going to be a litany of things that go on in the next, number of weeks, heck, the next number of days, not even weeks, the next number of days, there's going to be a lot of transition.
When is National Signing Day?
Week before Christmas, I believe.
Okay.
It's at 17th or 18th or something like
that.
Get
the fax machine ready.
And they can check, they can actually enroll in their schools January, I think the winter semester kicks in January.
Yeah.
The early enrollees. So there's going to be a lot going on here the next 30 to 45 days for sure. Folks, we will be back. One more segment with you. RGT action. Also, 80 attitude adjustment on this brisk Tuesday morning. It's moving day at a lot of programs, that's for sure. We'll be right back, folks. It's The Drive, 9.7 a ticket.
We're bringing heaven to Lincoln with a waffle unlike anything you've ever experienced. Heavenly Waffles combines an incredibly fluffy recipe packed with protein and a medley of angelic toppings. To elevate the experience beyond your typical waffle and syrup, take the opportunity to try out this divine creation and pair it with a coffee from the mill as we celebrate Heavenly Waffles Wednesday from 8 to 11 a.m. at the 93.7 The Ticket studio.
Enjoy some Heavenly Waffles this Wednesday, November 29th at the 93.7 The Ticket Studios at 1040 O Street. Parking available on 11th Street or in nearby garages.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Experience the Landmark difference with the next level of dealer support. Landmark, your local John Deere dealer, continually works to have parts on hand the first time you walk in the door. Our internal route system means we can get the parts to you typically same or next day to keep you up and running. At Landmark, we understand time is money. Get more uptime with our after-hours parts and service support on the phone or in the field. Our sales, precision ag, parts, and service teams are ready to serve you this planting season. Stop by your local Landmark today to experience the Landmark difference.
Leaves are falling and the temperatures are cooling down. But don't put your golf clubs away. Double Eagle Golf makes golf leagues and events possible year-round. Leagues are underway with winter leagues beginning on November 27th. Check out their deals on monthly memberships and schedule your Husker watch parties, birthday or bachelor parties, corporate and team outings, or just a good old Saturday with the boys. That's all at Double Eagle Golf, inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Book a tee time today or learn more at Double Eagle Golf. You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with 4 Lincoln locations, but now 5 Lincoln locations. That's 25% more locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? Feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11, located right alongside the 93.7 The Ticket Studios at 1040 O Street.
This holiday season, recharge with the Planet Fitness Black Card for just $1 down and $24.99 a month. So instead of fighting a stranger in the mall over a stuffed T-Rex, bring a friend for free and work out on the TRX. Instead of freezing in line for a lame holiday deal, relax in the Black Card Spa with some hydro massage feels. Instead of being trapped at your in-laws, escape to any of our 2,400 Planet Fitness locations. Sign up today for the Planet Fitness Black Card, just $1 down and $24.99 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends November 30th. See Club for details.
Problem gambling can destroy an individual's finances, relationships, physical, and mental health. If you are a loved one or struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
Okay, it's time to sell the house. How do we even begin to choose from the hundreds of realtors in town?
Easy. We make a pros list.
You mean a pros and cons list?
No, just a pros list. We need someone with pro photography to showcase the house in the best possible way, pro marketing to make sure we get maximum exposure, pro negotiations so we know we get the best price.
This is one of those times where you already know the right answer, isn't it?
You know it is. Ben Bleicher and Professional Realty Group.
Contact Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Services Ambassador. Online at prg-ne.com.
This is Brian at Midwest Bank, and we've been proudly serving clients in the Lincoln community since 2008, and we're excited to open a second location in January 2024 at 70th and Pioneers Boulevard. Our new branch will provide all the convenient services you're looking for in a bank, along with the friendly staff we're known for. Whether you're starting a business or expanding your business, our team is here for you, your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com, member FDIC.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top-shelf liquor to crowd-favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
This is where it happens. Long hikes with friends, kayaking adventures with family, more horseback riding, zipline gliding, rock face climbing, hammock camping fun than you could ever imagine. And it's all outdoors, amongst the trees and across the prairie, here beneath Nebraska skies. Plan an outing today at yournebraskaadventure.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. We are proudly sponsored by Sandhills Global. Sandhills Global is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Career and internship opportunities are available at the global headquarters in Lincoln. Apply today at sandhills.jobs. Got it. Boom.
If you have not yet, folks, you definitely want to get to the Nebraska Christmas Light Show this year. Start a new holiday tradition with the Nebraska Christmas Light Show. Now at a new location, Star City Shores at 27th and Highway 2. Countless amounts of lights, synchronized music, and one car equals one price. Not one per person, one car. Open daily from Black Friday, November 24th through January 3rd, 5:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. each day, Monday through Sunday. $20 per car on the weekdays, $25 per car on weekends. Buy your tickets online today at NebraskaChristmasLightsShow.com.
I saw the Grinch was there this weekend.
Oh, is that right?
Yep.
Raff, you got an angry Jake Sorensen on the text line.
Oh, Lord.
He says, that's my damn fax machine, Raff.
Fax machine?
Oh.
That's what Jake said.
Well, I think it should be a studio fax machine, and everyone should share things.
How about that?
I have no idea what we're talking about.
The fax machine.
This is the this is the season of giving. The season of giving.
So anyway, yeah, there you go. Yeah, Jake, it is your fax machine.
Season of giving.
We just use it.
Yeah, we just take it.
We're just borrowing it.
Well, here's the thing, Jake. And I know you're listening. There's people that sign at past 8 a.m.
Yeah,
and we have to welcome them into the Nebraska football fold.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Gotta do it somehow, man.
I mean, everyone deserves a fax
proper way.
Everyone deserves a fax machine. Speaking of that, I watched Bye Bye Barry on Sunday, the Barry Sanders documentary on Amazon Prime.
Nice.
And he's explaining to his kids how he announced his retirement, and the kids didn't know what a fax machine was.
Oh.
So he's like, and then one kid's like,
it would be fun to send a fax.
There's
right
ink
now.
on one paper, and you put it in a machine, and then ink comes out on the other. It was pretty entertaining. So
It would be fun to send a fax today.
Yeah.
I would love to send a fax.
Things have definitely changed, that's for sure.
Anyway, all right, Raff, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
It's time for Raff's Good Take. It's time for Raff's Good Take. It's time for Raff's Good Take right now.
All right, what you got for us?
All right, everybody. Today is Giving Tuesday. And my Raff's Good Take is, if you feel inclined to do some giving today, maybe find your favorite charity. If you don't feel like maybe giving money, maybe go to the blood bank, donate some blood. Just make it a true Giving Tuesday. Go out there, do something in the community, positive. Yeah, that's my Raff's Good Take. My Raff's Good Take is just have a great Giving Tuesday.
Love it.
And I don't know, I didn't even ask, do you have any Giving Tuesdays or anything that you might want, if someone was out there looking for something to donate to?
There's always, I mean, I don't want to say one over another. I would say,
like me. I did.
Yeah, I don't want to say one over the other. Go with your heart. Go with your heart. Where you feel led, something you're passionate about, whether it's what we brought in last night. Was it Link to Literacy? Or
Link to Literacy.
I bring them up simply because they were in the studio, whether it's Malone Community Center, the Salvation Army Community Center, City Impact, Boys and Girls Club. I can go on and on and on. The number of places you can
and
give.
Giving always makes I just
People
think
City Mission always could use some help.
It's crazy when you're a little kid, you'd always get presents and you thought that was the greatest thing ever. And then as you get older, I feel so much better giving than I do when I receive.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, folks, the 80 Attitude Adjustment is brought to you, sponsored by Integrated Life Choices. ILC is hiring for direct support professionals all over the state of Nebraska, full-time, part-time days, evenings, and weekends. Help ensure a meaningful life for the people you support and helping to achieve their hopes and dreams. Last night I watched Miracle on 34th Street. First time I ever saw it. I mean, it's been around since 1947. And I was like, I'm going to watch it in the black and white mode. And it was a lot of good lessons. Reinforced what you said. The dude just wanted to give. That's all he wanted to do was simply spread joy. One that spread joy for me, it's 2 years today since my dad's been gone. 2 years today. Wow. 730 days my father's been gone. And I made a decision, even watching that movie last night. It's like, you know what? I'm going to honor my dad by making it a good day. It'd be easier for me to just check out, which I've done in years past, just check out. When my mom passed, my brother, and my dad's been gone for 2 years, but I watched my father grieve wisely, so I want to honor my dad today. I miss him terribly, but he's still alive. He's still around. The lessons, the memories, I can still hear the smiles, but 730 days without talking to my dad has been brutal, but I'm going to grieve wisely. I made that decision this morning. I'm not going to check out and do that. So, and folks, I don't want you to check out. So 80 Attitudes today, let those memories and good times, honor them, honor their lives by living yours to the best you can, because I know when you don't, it doesn't end well. Believe me. So honor their lives, man. It was an honor for you guys being with us this morning.
Yeah, for sure. Huge shout out to Charlie Proper Interiors.
Yes.
Decorate our studio.
Beautiful in here. That does a lot for the mood, too. It does a lot for the mood.
Come on down. Check it out. Have some coffee. Grab some Beatrice Bakery. And once again, that website, charlieproper.design, is the place to go if you need help with any interior design, decorating stuff for the holidays, or just your space needs an uplift.
Yep.
There you go. All right.
It makes me want to sing Christmas carols.
10 seconds, Raffy.
All right, everyone. Have a great day. Remember Giving Tuesday. Have a great day. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
The dangers of secondhand smoke are well known. But what about secondhand aerosol, which is created when using e-cigarettes? Science already shows a secondhand aerosol can contain nicotine, heavy metals, and cancer-causing agents. Eliminating exposure to secondhand aerosol is an important step to keeping everyone safe. Breathe easier knowing the facts.
For help quitting, call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Problem gambling can destroy an individual's finances, relationships, physical, and mental health. If you are a loved one or struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
Tailored Lights is your go-to local manufacturer and installer of the best landscape lighting. Tailored Lights is excited to highlight the architecture of your home or business and provide a warm environment that feels safe. And for those outside the Lincoln area, they do ship across the country and are happy to work with anyone near or far with lights anywhere from 18 inches to 110 inches. Enhance your curb appeal with an exquisite tailored light today. Call 402-432-2572 or go to tailoredlights.com.
Hey, it's Jake Sorensen. Join me, Sip, and Coach Bush for Early Break this Friday, December 1st at Madsen's Bowling